Stuff. Good morning, everybody. What's up? Happy 4th of July. Everyone gets a day off, right? Sometimes us workers don't, but this is it's what I like. It's okay. Gonna do some fun shipping, talking to you guys. I enjoy that much rather going into a 9 to 5 any other day of the week. Welcome in. I hope your sales are going well. It is July. Summer slowdown is officially upon us. Are you gonna beat it? Are you going to backload for fall and winter? Those are some of the things you can work on. What is up? All right. Thanks for the little heart. So Reisner, I'm doing a possible buyout, and like there's some really good. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that like you guys know about, but there's also some brands that I've never heard of. It's crazy. But good morning. Know what? We're gonna go over what shipped or what we're gonna ship. Sorry. The last couple days I was with Bearded. We did a thrift trip to Dayton, Ohio, and Cincinnati. Dayton one day, Cincinnati the next. So I'm going to come out with I'm going to show my haul and what my thoughts are on the trip to you guys. So stay tuned until next week. What's up, Amy D? I mean, what's up, Kim? I loved staying the night with Bearded, and me and that guy. Morning, Running Yahoo. Stephanie, good morning. Jeff, happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Did you get to touch the beard? I did more than just touch that beard. Yeah, it's the 4th. Obviously, can't ship today, but I was gone the past 2 days. I don't want to be on here Monday with you guys for the whole day. You guys don't want to be on there with me on Monday. So I thought I'd get some of this shipping out of the way. We'll show you what's selling on platforms. What's up with y'all? What y'all? I lived in Dayton. You know what? I would say, I'll tell you right now. I'll just tell you guys right now. I like Dayton, I think, better than Cincinnati, probably. And then also, I would say Dayton, I found a lot of stuff, but it was a lot of mids and lows. There was no, like, Nordstrom brands that I found. And that there's no shops like that. Not to say people aren't donating that sort of thing. I didn't find any, like, Nordstrom type of brands. Felix, are you smiling this morning? Felix texted me early this morning, old Felix. Felix, you guys should look at Felix's eBay store. Where did you get your cell? Is it time for me to get some? My cell. Where did I get your cell? It's time for me to get some. I have enough merchandise to start selling and set up my shelves. I have tons of totes already. Where do I get my sales? We'll go over that. eBay 16, Poshmark has done really well, 8, Depop 2, Mercari 0. Poshmark's been doing really well. What I buy? What did I buy? What's up, Celeste? I bought a whole bunch of clothing. I bought some shoes, no hard goods. That's what Bearded. Whenever I go thrifting with Bearded, he goes and buys his little toys and games and hard goods, and I go buy clothing. But in and out. You were in my neck of the woods, Cincy and Dayton. Yep, that's where I was, Mushroom. That's where I was. What are your thoughts? Cincy is where I find all the bangers. Yeah, Cincy would be where the bangers would be. I found some better quality items in Cincinnati, but not many home runs. I found a pair of shoes, a couple pairs of shoes I've never heard of. They're awful. They're ugly, but they're worth good money. I'll post those too. What's up, Sean? Thanks for coming in. Happy 4th of July, everyone, as you pop in. Good morning from Lakeland, Florida. It's my birthday. What a great day for a birthday. I hope I can learn from you to become successful, not make some mistakes I would prefer make without you. Hey, I appreciate it. Happy birthday. 4th of July. You share your birthday with the country? How about that? That's crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, none of us are perfect, for one. And also, I constantly think about that. Like, this is... I don't know. For most people, this is a side hustle, right? It's a tough gig if you want to make it full-time. Beard and I talked about that a lot. It's not tough. I mean, obviously I'm doing it. I'd rather do this than other jobs. There's a lot of potential. There's time for other ways to bring in money, but it's such a great side hustle. Pays for a vacation, can pay off your cars, whatever you want. Good morning, Jens. All that sort of stuff. So don't try to force yourself into making it full time. Give yourself time, make that money, side hustle, enjoy it, whatever. You're awesome. Hey, yard sales, all sales. eBay for this. Yeah, yard sales are crazy. Nifty is amazing. I keep forgetting to highlight. Nifty is amazing. Got in 2 months ago. Game changer in Mercari and Poshmark sales. eBay has always been good. Well, I guess I can't make any other judgment than that because I never was cross-listing until I got Nifty. But eBay has always been good for me too. But I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'd never want to give you guys advice that will come back and haunt me. Like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, go try this or that, and then it sucks. And I'm just like trying to make money off you or something. It's not what I'm about. Born on the 4th of July. Born on the 4th. Yeah, that's crazy, right? But yeah, Nifty is great. If you're just, I did put out a video. So there's some new people that messaged me. Nifty is what I use for cross-listing and automation tools. That's what you're talking about on Poshmark. Sends out offers, shares, all that stuff. And then also has AI, so you can take your photos and it plugs all the information and all that stuff. So you can try it for free on surfstepfinds.com. I have a link. It helps me if you use that link too. Anyone have had any advice on Mercari? I cannot get it to move. Do you promote your listings with Mercari? I don't promote, Stephanie, with Mercari. What do you guys say on TikTok? I don't promote a Mercari. I had 0 sales on Mercari over the past 2 days. 0, 2 Depop, 8 Poshmark, 16 eBay. That's where Mercari is for me. Mercari is basically, if I'm lucky, if it can pay for my Nifty for the month. That's like my goal with Mercari. Just started. How long did it take you to start making money? Right away. I mean, if you start selling stuff around your house that you're not using, yeah, you paid money for it, but you kind of forget about that when you buy stuff for yourself. You can start making money right away. And then you watch videos like this. I'm going to go over all the stuff I sold. You want to stay up with these videos, stay up with the trends. If you click on a video on YouTube or somewhere, make sure it's a recent video for I just put out a video of a whole bunch of brands that I picked up and how much I'm going to sell for. Make sure you're not looking at one that's a year old because it can completely change. The market can completely change. You make stuff right away. This is one of those jobs where you honestly really don't have to invest a lot of money to start making money, especially at first. It's a small snowball and then it gets bigger. Took my dad to the bins yesterday. His first time. It was a good time and I found good stuff. That's fun. That's fun. How old is your dad? How old's your dad? What's up, sir? It's good to see you. Good to see you, David and Susan. Mushroom Lover, the racks in front of the store where you get the goods. Yeah, the racks in front of the store where you can get some of the hot items. They don't do that at our Goodwills here in Indy. They don't put like really good stuff up front. They just put it on shopgoodwill.com or they miss it and it goes out on the floor. Juliet, good morning. What you doing? Happy 4th of July. We grilling today. Super hot down south. Yeah, it's super hot everywhere. I looked at a map. Like the Mississippi, the Midwest, all the way down to the south and up east, it's just hot. In his 70s, there you go. Look at him in his 70s getting at it. My dad's 80. He would love to go there. The problem is he would probably get in arguments with people. My dad's 78, and I'm 58. They had me young. My mom is 76. There you go. Yeah, Cam. I mean, I think a lot of people had the kids when they're like, 20 and stuff like that. My parents, I was a surprise, kind of. A happy surprise. We'll get to packing, I promise. Good morning. I'm listing no celebrating today, cleaning and sorting. Yeah. So our fireworks I would go to are tomorrow night. We're going to head out today. I'll be back Sunday night. And so today I'm going to be doing this. They're going to be taking some photos. Then we'll go up and get in the water. Only Russians work on the 4th of July. Chris at Peak said. Probably true. Their work, yeah, I'll leave it at that. What's up? Great sales for everyone. Good. I hope so this weekend. Guys, if your sales are slow or not, it's a great weekend to run a sale. I think this is probably the second, I don't want to say, probably the second busiest travel holiday or something like that, but it's also probably the second biggest holiday where people are not working, celebrating or at home or with their family, especially being on a weekend. So it's a great opportunity to run a sale, especially on your spring and summer items. I know you're going to think I'm going to sound crazy when I say this, but the days of those items selling are slowly coming down. I mean, not slowly, kind of quickly coming to an end. I know it's the middle of July. I know we talked about how hot it is, but I'm telling you right now, July and August, you're going to start seeing those sales taper off, and then you're going to start seeing those fall and back to school items taken off. So I would really recommend running a sale this weekend. Really, really recommend. Chris said second biggest vacation week of the year. And Chris used to work in, I think, that industry. What industry did you work in, Chris? You used to work in like coaching big companies, right? Mentoring. So you know that. You know that. Plus, you're a smart guy. Kingston, what's up? I'm gonna be. It's gonna be retirement money when I retire in 2 years. Yeah, it's great retirement money. You can go on your cruises and all that stuff. I sell makeup, toys, and perfume on Mercari. That's it. See, I don't sell any of that stuff. So I need to get into those things. I did sell a lot of hard goods, guys. So we'll talk about it. Do you use Nifty AI tool or do you use an AI tool in Nifty? I plan on trying it this weekend. I haven't yet. I'll tell you why I haven't. This past week, actually the past 2 weeks, I haven't listed a lot. I've been really bad at it. And then I bought a big buyout from a guy of just Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirts like this. This is Polo Ralph Lauren. And I can list those really, really quickly. So I haven't tried it. Plan to try it this weekend. But everyone tells me how good it is, including K-Way last night was like, oh, it's so good. It saves me time. Frozen. I'm frozen, Jeff. Good morning. I sold my first vintage Patagonia men's fleece pullover from 1996 at $75. I just got for $1 or $2. There you go. That's a good example of something that will sell year round too. Even though it's a winter item, and yes, winter items sell. We talk about that and have the debate all the time. But if it's a vintage item, that's more of a collectible than anything. From the 90s Patagonia is very collectible. I know it sounds crazy, but people collect those, the early ones, the rare ones. So that's almost like a collectible rather than something that someone would wear. Where did you get your shelves? These beautiful shelves. Look at this beautiful. Listen, what's up, Frenchie? I got these at Lowe's, and then I got all my totes at Target. So I don't have any links and link trees or anything. Just go and get them. But I will say, I watched a TikTok last night or a Instagram. There's so many new resellers, guys, that are coming out on social media. So I'm just like, I'm finding all these new people. And this guy was talking about there are 3 ways to do a bin system. He didn't mention my way. You guys want to see it? Look at that. He did not mention my way. Neither did K-Way. I should do a video on my bin system and see how many followers I lose. I'm about to source today. I'm up in PA visiting my dad. Let's go, Kim. I think that a lot of places are open, at least here in Indy, until like a certain time, till like 2 or 1 or something. Do I ever use flat rate postage? I do. I'll do flat rate padded envelopes. That's about the only flat rate I use. Flat rate padded envelopes. I do these for jeans and some other things like that. Bethany, you have the same system as me? It works great, man. I'm telling you. It works great. I'm not going to change it. I've looked at getting what I would do is get the sequence, like the numbers that never end. But then you have to, I don't want to do SKUs, and I can find everything like that. I have a squirrel brain. I know where I put everything. How much do you save for your taxes? I just kind of bankroll my business, right? So I pay myself out every 2 weeks. And when I pay myself out, I just mean I pay myself basically for our bills. I pay into our joint checking account that pays all of our bills and our credit card, like our family. So that's the way I do money. I pay myself out every 2 weeks. And then the rest of it, I just continue to bankroll into my business. And I invest some too. So I just kind of keep a big pile, as much of a pile I can. But I also use that pile, for example, if someone comes along, it's like, hey, I have all this stuff I want to get rid of. You got to have that money to buy it. Like I'm going to probably spend quite a bit of money next week or the week after. They're open till 5 today, so I can hit mini stores. Let's go. Happy 4th of July, Christy. Thanks for coming in. Happy 4th to you guys. Hope you guys have fun. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. If you're not near the water, it might just be better to sit inside, maybe do some listings, watch something on TV, I was thinking of a 4th of July movie. I really don't know any. Good morning. Nifty or Better Lister AI? That's going to be a you call. So they're different. So Nifty, Better Lister AI, you're going to take your photos and it's going to read everything on the photos for the most part, and then you're just going to review it and list it to eBay, right? Nifty has the same thing. It's not quite as up to snuff as Better Lister AI. I know she's working on it even more, but it's 80% there. But you're also getting your cross-listing for the same price or cheaper, actually. And you are doing your sharing on Poshmark, your dashboard. You're doing sending offers on all the platforms and your inventory, and you're doing the automatic B-list. So Nifty does all those things. Better Lister AI does the one part. So it's up to you. I don't know. Try them both. Try them both. I want to know about the buyout. Oh, man. Reisner, there are some brands I don't know about. Milo, so many brands I don't know about. I have to show you. Drake's is a good brand in the buyout that I'm buying. Drake's, Drakes, Drake's. Do you use always priority mail? No. We'll go over that here in a second. I'm in the basement. I have a little thing right here, and there's a bird that's stuck. Baby bird. Good morning from PNW. Good morning. Velvet. Good morning. Southern Vermont Vintage eBay. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. To Shelter and Happy 4th. Can you explain why you only use calculated shipping and how it helps your sales? So that's another big debate. What's up, Becky Flips? That's another big debate. So do you want to do free shipping, where you just pay for shipping, and you probably have to up your price, or do you want to do flat rate shipping where people pay the same price all the time, or calculated? I just like calculated because I don't have to do anything extra, less time thinking about it. I don't want to think about it. The people, I put in the dimensions, I put in the weight, wherever they live, they pay what it is. And if you ship from home, you usually save a couple bucks on shipping. So it helps pay for those eBay fees. That's why I do it. It's super easy for me. I know people that have gone back and forth. I know people that just do flat rate shipping. I know it's whatever works for you. You can try it. Everything's trial and error. When I started they're all in the other room. When I started doing Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, it was like 2 years ago. I never used to sell them, just button-up shirts. And what I did, I tried to sell them on eBay, obviously, and I would sell one at a low price and at the low end of the market, calculated shipping. Then I would do a couple or three of them lotted up together, price them a little bit cheaper individually, see if they sell better as a lot. Then I would price them up a little bit and run a sale on them. So I would try a few different methods to see what works the best, and the one I'm doing now works the best. So it's a little bit of trial and error and what seems to work best for you. So with shipping, what's going to work best for you? What gives you less headaches? What makes the most sense financially for you? All that sort of things. Gas prices lowest in years. I heard that. It's the lowest gas prices have been on this weekend in years. I'm getting Christmas messages all the time. Yeah, there you go. Christmas messages all the time. I've seen more sales dropping shipping costs rather than price market down. Yeah. And also I posted something the other day on Facebook. If you guys don't follow me on Facebook, I know a lot of people TikTok. I post a ton over there, guys. But the Postal Service is going to continue to raise rates. They have every year that I've been selling on eBay. I've been selling on eBay for a very long time. Super long time. And they always raise rates. It's just part of it. Hey, thanks for the gift. Becky, it's just part of it. Just get used to it. And I do calculated shipping, so I don't have to change my rates as far as flat rate. It just calculates and goes to the person. So when I don't even realize, I know they usually change shipping rates in July and then right before Christmas, and then they bring them back down after Christmas. We usually add a little bit in January. I don't pay attention to it because I do calculated shipping. Good morning from Bucky's. What's up, Bucky's? Running at 25% off entire store through Tuesday. Kingston, I actually like that sale. I might run a sale similar to that on all my spring and summer items. I know you guys realize it's crazy, but if I can make a little bit of profit and get that stuff out, because I'm telling you, most of that stuff will sit until next spring and summer. I'm telling you right now, right? I'm looking at a bin right here full of short sleeve button up shirts. What I will do is put that bin up in that corner where the flannel bin is. And I haven't touched that bin in I don't know how long, months and months, the flannel bin. But when I put the flannel bin down here and fall comes, I'll be getting there all the time. So all that stuff, all that money is just going to be sitting up there, not making money. I'd rather get the sale now. It didn't sell, suck it up, and use that money and invest it towards better items. Ground Advantage has been actually great. Yeah, I do Ground Advantage on a lot of this stuff. Best thing for taxes, pay your quarterly. Yes. Best thing for taxes I've heard for sure is pay quarterly. 30% of the top. Yeah. It's better for you. I talked to Bearded about that. He's doing that too now. Good morning. Headed to Lake Michigan in a few hours. Enjoy. I know it's going to be warm in Michigan. We're heading up north too, close to Michigan, but not in Michigan. I am using both Better Lister and Nifty to list this month. See what I prefer. Ooh, Shelby, come back and let everyone know what you think. So Shelby's using Nifty and Better Lister AI. So come back, tell us like the prices, what you think, what's worth it. You know, just if you could choose one, what would you do? Or is it worth it to do both? Okay. What are your thoughts on flipped as a crosslister, sharing, etc.? You get what you pay for, Stacy. I can just tell you, you get what you pay for. There are going to be people that come on here and say I use whatever. Too many people have switched over to Nifty, and I do not lie about that. I have people message me often, like multiple times a week, like, thanks for recommending Nifty. It's been so great. I made a switch better and da-da-da-da-da. So I would say pay a little bit more and try Nifty. I think you'd be happy. I think you'd be more happy with Nifty. It's got a lot more going for it. I just saw a new girl last night who I've been watching on I've been watching her on eBay or on YouTube. Sorry, I'm gonna paste this. Scroll brain this morning a little bit. I put a link down there to try it for free. So there's a girl I watch on YouTube. She's got short hair. I forget her name, blonde. She just had a baby. She did something with tech and sports before. And she sells just jeans. She just started Nifty herself. I've seen more and more people switch over to Nifty. Hey, pal, what's up, Desty? AI makes too many errors in descriptions. Yeah, see, Katie, I'm just so, like, with the stuff I sell constantly, the same item, I feel like I can take pictures and list it so quickly. But all those items that are new, I have to look up comps and all that stuff. That might be better, but I still want to price it the right way. I still am going to have to go through. I'm not going to knock it until I try it. I just have an idea. I've watched all that sort of thing. Gosh, there's a bird right here that's stuck. Everyone says, what's up, Desty? Everyone says, what's up, Desty? Desty, how are the Goodwills in Fort Wayne? They're crap, right? Bearded's like, we should go to Fort Wayne. Don't wait till tax season time. Yeah. Are you training on YouTube? Am I training on YouTube? I'm live on YouTube, if that's what you're talking about. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok right now. Shipping prices on priority, I believe, is going up next week. Your zones 4 to 6 have bigger changes. There you go. Zones 4 to 6. Yeah, they're going to go up every single year. A lot of folks do Christmas and July sales. A big July seller. Christmas. That's true. Christmas and July. Why isn't my freaking... I have a short sleeve. I've had this thing for too long. Where is it? Right here. You know I know where my stuff is. Look at this. Rain Spooner Christmas. Rain Spooner Christmas short sleeve shirt. This is a perfect shirt for Christmas in July. Come on. I'm obviously not pricing it right. It's on me. It's on me. What's up, Snap? What is up, Snap? Desty, what are you back? Did you already leave? What are the thrift stores in Fort Wayne? I heard they suck. I joined right in as you were talking about shipping. Please Tell me if you do flat rate or do you set up your own prices. I do calculated shipping. So this is my process. I'll take pictures. Today I'm going to take pictures. We're going to go in the car. My wife's going to drive because she don't want to have the dog. I'm going to have the dog. I'm going to make her sit at my feet. And I'm going to list stuff from my phone for 2 hours. Then I'm going to get on Nifty. I'm going to list it on eBay. I'm going to get on Nifty. I'm going to cross list. I'm going to upload everything on a Nifty and cross list it all over to Poshmark, Depop, Mercari. When I'm on eBay, I just put in the dimensions of the item and I put in the weight of the item. I know what those are because I've done it for so long. I don't even own a scale. If you're new, get a scale. And so when I do that, it does calculated shipping. I do calculated shipping. You just put in the dimensions and the weight, and eBay does the rest. I don't have to worry about losing money on shipping. I don't have to worry about any of those sort of headaches. I don't have to worry about when USPS raises their prices. I don't have to adjust my flat rate shipping or anything like that. It does it for you. They're terrible. They're terrible. I only get on half days. Yeah, I knew they were bad. I told Beardy they're not good. They're not good. Honestly, between Chicago, Indy, Cincinnati, and Dayton, Indy's great. Indy's great, and then maybe Chicago second. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't give one day, make a big judgment on one day, but Indy's great. Happy 4th, Greystone. Happy 4th. Your reselling Facebook group is a good place to learn about brands too. Highly, highly recommend. There you go, Cody. Yeah, we talk about that. Happy 4th. Hello, sirs. What's up, Sarah? Are you going to help that bird? Do you guys hear it? Do you guys hear the bird? The other thrifts are better. Franciscan. Oh, the Franciscan health thrift stores. I didn't even know they had those. We don't really have anything like that. Cincinnati had a lot of St. Vincent de Paul's. I wish eBay would let buyers bundle on shipping like whatnot. Shipping prices hurt our sales. What I do with people that message me and they're like, hey, will you I want these 3 items. Will you bundle the shipping? I'm always like, yeah, sure. You go ahead and pay and I'll refund you the difference in shipping. I do that quite often. Next week, I'm going to Noblesville. Dave Matthews Band Thrift Weekend. Dave Matthews comes to Noblesville. It's like 10 minutes from me every year, and they do a 2-nighter. Yeah, let's go. Desty, go more west. A little bit south and west on the north side of Indy. Noblesville's kind of sucky. I know you love it, but you can do better. You can do better. So the reselling group, going back to Cody, if you're into reselling, you're new to reselling, whatever, I started a Facebook group over a year ago with the intention of it being free, number one, and not promoting things on there. People can't promote things on there. So no one's trying to sell you anything. It's free. It's just private. So if people do that, we kick them out. I've always talked about how you can do this for free. You can watch these videos for free. You can learn what brands sell for free. You can join a group like the one I made for free. I don't get paid a dime from that group. There's 14,000 people in it. I don't get paid a dime. It's a lot of resellers helping each other. It's called Surf's Resell Community, I think, or Surf's Reseller Community. One of the two. You can Google it. It's the first thing that pops up. So if you want a free community, join that community. Or go and do a paid one. It doesn't matter. I'm not against those either. It's whatever's good for you. But some people just don't want to pay. Found a Ralph Lauren suit for $12.99. Pants had holes around the pockets. Would you have picked it up or let the suit jacket? Is it a polo Ralph Lauren? If it's just a Ralph Lauren suit, no. If you have holes in suits, it's big trouble. It's big trouble. It hurts the value unless it's just a really high-end suit. I would have left it. Surf's Reseller Community. Thanks, Frenchie. Surf's Reseller Community in the name of that. I'll put that in there. Also, everybody, if you're looking for either stuff, oh my gosh, I'm way back. If you're looking for stuff to buy for your resale business, stuff to buy for your kids or your pets or for yourself, Amazon has their big sale in like 4 days. Their Prime Day starts in 4 days, which I know a lot of you probably already know that. But that's a good time to buy if you don't have a thermal printer or you want to buy some dog bones, all that sort of stuff. And man, who needs that stuff sitting in inventory? Make $0 profit. Exactly. Do you share your shipping discount with buyers? No, I do not. I do not share my shipping discount with buyers. Buyers pay the full shipping, and I keep that little difference to help pay for my fees on eBay. And I haven't, my sales are doing just fine. Do you wait to list jackets or do you get out of the way for the winter? Greystone, good question. That's also a debate people have. It's what you want to do. When I first started reselling as my side hustle, if you guys don't know, I was a teacher for 13 years. On my way home, I would go to the thrift stores and I would list stuff that way. That was when I switched to clothing. I used to do hard goods. Once I started doing clothing, I'd hit the thrift stores, get clothing, come home, list it. No matter what time of year it was, I would list whatever I had. But then I started getting a lot more inventory, so I would prioritize to the season. So like today, I did that big haul video. I posted it on YouTube. I have 2 boxes, 2 totes full of spring and summer. I need to list those now because all that winter stuff I'll put to the side in my storage unit. And then in August, I'm going to switch over to that. I'm never twiddling my thumbs. I always say that. I'm never twiddling my thumbs. I'm always listing Greystone. So yes, I put my winter stuff and flannels and jeans and all that heavier stuff to the side and prioritize what's on season first. Yes, that stuff will sell, but now that I have so much inventory to list, that's how I do it. At the beach, watching the stream and listening to the waves. Oh my, Chris, turn me off. Listen to the waves. My voice is awful compared to the waves. What are you doing? What's the best wireless printer to use for Poshmark, Katie? I don't know, guys. In TikTok, what do you think for Katie? If you go to my link tree, I have an IDPRT that's linked. It's cheap. I guarantee you it's going to be on sale for Prime if it's not already. It's probably already on sale. Let me go and look. SurfsUpFinds.com. Let's go. We'll take a little field trip over there, and we'll get to shipping and all that stuff. Post office is closed, y'all. Amazon products I use. Share this tab instead. Okay, so these are the products I use. I know you guys can't see it. IDPRT is $89.99 right now. $89.99 right now, and the ratings are 4.2 stars out of 5 with over 5,000 people that have done it. A lot of people use that printer. And it's $90. My printer was $300 when I bought it. That was a long time ago. Jaden's Rollo Wireless, my favorite. Felix says Rollo. I feel, honestly, guys, I feel like if I were to get a new printer, it might be a Rollo. I might pay up. I just know I paid up for this one when I bought it. And that was in 2016 or 17. And it's still kicking. So I don't know. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you what you want to do. How do you decide with eBay if you want to run an item through auction or just list it? I would only ask Felix. Ask Felix. He knows. I would only run an item through auction if it's a rare collectible item where you know people are going to be fighting for that item, bidding for that item. For example, I'm not going to put on a pair of polo pants. You have to wait for the person with the right size. If I had anything in here that I was going to auction, it would be a Coogee sweater because a lot of people want Coogees and look for Coogees. They are not all made the same. And this would people would probably bid that up pretty decently. But for example, Felix is auctioning off a watch right now. I don't know if he did it because I told him to. But I told him to start at bid at 99 cents for that watch. It's going to go for a ton. It's already over $300 with 9 days left. It's just a rare watch. There's not one like it. And there's a huge watch community that just drool over that sort of thing. And they'll probably spend more money than what they want. So how many auctions do I have right now going? I have one, I believe, if it didn't already end. Auctions. I have one auction. It's an Independence Day 1996 movie promo tee. You don't see those very often. That's what I say. What goodwill in indie area do you find the best luck? It's a flip of a coin, Jaden. The north side, you get good stuff because there's a lot of wealthier people, but they're very heavily thrifted. It's just you never know which goodwill you go in, you're going to get stuff. That's what I would say. Thanks for the follow, Lori. All right. Under a pound, also going up. It's probably going to go up. I'm starting to do the drafts for my winter clothing, so I'm ready to list by August 1st. When when stores put out theirs. Faith, that's exactly what I say. And people aren't going to change my mind to that, honestly. What do the big boys do? On August 1st, the first couple, I used to work in retail in college. I worked at Hollister, I worked at Fossil. You put out your fall and winter back to school clothes in August. When people go back to school, you're putting out your jeans, your flannels, all that stuff. That's what they do. So why would we try to switch up what people are getting paid millions to figure out what the consumers are doing? They know what the consumers are doing. I'm going to do that too. So I'm with you. If you have time, start drafting that stuff out, but also list it. If it's ready to be listed, list it. If you have Nifty that will recreate it, it will look like it's new all the time. Looks like you, oh, July 4th. Thank you. Appreciate you, Carolyn. Thanks. I'm very new to this. I was sure about paying more. Yeah, for sure. There's always new people. Yeah, Carrie at home. Yeah, I watch her on YouTube. She does just jeans. Her and her husband are full-time, I believe. I like her. Very different ways. She's very calm and very good voice and talks slow and nice. And it's just so pleasant to listen to. Me, it's like, dude, this guy is just, he says too much. He says too much. AI is such a pain in the ass on all platforms, on social media, but the AI tool on Google is nice to help find names of clothing pieces, especially Lululemon. So use it and then only then, Cody says from Kansas City. I can tell you what, I use Google Lens more now than ever. I can tell you that. If I want to find videos of you, are they on YouTube? Yeah, you just go to YouTube and type up Surf's Up Finds. It's the same thing on YouTube, or you can just go to, I'll show you. Just go to the easiest way to do it. And again, there's nothing, there's no merch or anything on there. Just go to surfsupfinds.com and you can see right here at the bottom my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can just click on those. I just made this page. It's a write-off, so might as well make a website page. I met Carrie's husband at Goodwill. They live in my city. Lulu, what's up? They live in St. Louis. That's where you live, right? Lulu, I thought about you. I'll tell you why in a second. Thought about you. Do you separate spreadsheets beside Nifty? Yeah, I do. I have a different spreadsheet than Nifty too. I keep track of a lot of other stuff. So basically my CPA and I have been working together since 2011. So she tells me a lot of what I need. That's why I do an average buy cost. And so I will use Nifty to like double check because it's already plugged in. But I use another kind of spreadsheet thing that my CPA gave me and that we worked out together. Shipping a late order for the first time in 3 years. You know what? It's okay. You get a little bit of leeway on there. I'll show you that too, guys. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna talk as I should be like listing stuff. We gotta leave here. I gotta leave here in a little bit, so I gotta list. I gotta pack. Sell. We're gonna go to sell. We're gonna go to performance. A summary. No. Seller level. Okay, so I'll bring you guys over. Sorry about that. On eBay, you're gonna see real quick. You can go to your seller level, late shipment. Look, late shipment, 3% or less, you're still top rated. So if you and that's in a how many day period is that? A 60-day period? A 60-day period, 3%. So if you sell 300 items in 60 days, as long as 9 of them or less are late, you're fine. I don't ship anything late, so you can see I have 0. I do 1 to 3 day shipping, so I don't really have that. I live in Illinois, 50 minutes from St. Louis. Here you go, Frenchie. I think I'm going to try selling holiday decorations. Yeah, try everything. Try everything. Fort Wayne, our baseball team from Hammond, had finals back in the 90s. I miss the dunes at Lake Michigan. Yeah, Lake Michigan and the dunes. I have not taken the kids to the dunes. Do you promote all your listings? If so, what at 9%, Andrew? I promote everything at 9% on eBay, my entire eBay store. Flea market was meant today. Roan shorts for $2 and an antique planter. Shopping at Goodwill. I have a coupon. There you go. Yeah, it's hit or miss, right? It's hit or miss. But the more you hit, the more you get. My car is just completely full from thrifting because it's so many stores. Sometimes I only put, please look out for photos in the description. I'm a bit lazy. You want to know my description? My description is copied from my notes. Every single one of my descriptions says this. And I really want to tell you guys some stuff, but I can't yet. But I will tell you soon. That is my description. There's nothing in it other than thank you for the item. I take the best pictures. Pretty much like ask for more specifics if you have any. My items are odor-free. Colors may appear different. That's every single one of my descriptions. Every single one. Do you use a padded bag envelopes? I do for flat rate, padded flat rate. There you go. Ethan, you're such a pretty man. Ethan, you're pretty boy. You're a pretty boy. Your Facebook group is the best. I like to share the finds. I learn how people brand. Yeah, there's great people. I love when people interact. So keep interacting over there. I try to get over there. I try to do a lot. Amazon is so expensive. Find those items on the Bay. Support our businesses. There you go. I was just saying it's Prime. You know, you can get a dot, like an Alexa dot, for nothing on there. I have so much summer inventory. Yeah. Run those sales. Oh my God, I'm so behind. Actually, I'm not that behind. Rollo Wireless is the move. There you go. Rollo Wireless is the move for your printer. I need to put out a lot of stuff in my store for sale. Can you give me some advice on how to do that? I need to put a lot of stuff on my store. So Angel, what's up, Angel? Do you have an eBay store? If you have an eBay store, you just run a campaign through your eBay store, run a sale through your eBay store. Don't expect just because you're running a sale means you're just going to have blown up sales over the weekend. You just hope that you can get more sales with that. I've had both. What kind of lights would you recommend for good photos? Good question. So in my link tree, you can find out, or just go to surfstopfinds.com. They're the best because I've made the mistake of buying crappy ones. And I gave those to a friend. But I have a link to all my Amazon products in my link tree on TikTok, or if you just go to surfstopfinds.com. The ones I have are kind of expensive, but they're well worth it. I used to take all my photos just on my kitchen floor with my natural kitchen lighting from 2016 to 2024. So you don't have to have anything fancy. Just this looks a lot better. Went to Indianapolis yesterday. Did a quick stop in the two Goodwill going zones. Bought about $500 each though. Great deals for resale. Do you go there often? I do. I go there. I just haven't been in a while. Do you re-promote your items when Nifty relist? Is there a way to do that in bulk? Yeah, I believe K-Way has a way. A lot of times I'll just go into eBay, just like when I relist, and I'll just promote everything over again. Use a description template. You don't have to do that anymore. User, you always come out with good stuff. I need to do that then. But do I have to use the same template when I do sell similar? Will it still be there from my phone? If I do sell similar, will that template be there from someone else's item? Good to see you again. Thanks. Angel with a bow. Angel's been here. OG. Okay. What are you holding back, Surfs? I heard you mention about starting a new business in their family. No. Not starting a new business. Nothing big. So nothing like that. Let's go ahead and get started. We gotta get shipping. Okay. Orders. eBay orders. Let's see where we are. Make sure it lines up. Print out Joe. Okay, Joe. We got Joe. Shh. Who's down here? Okay. We have a Tommy Bahama shirt. Tommy Bahama. Don't tell K-Way I sold this. Tommy Bahama. They don't sell, but they kind of do it. They're all over. Tommy Bahama, all over print. Silk shirt sold for $22.99 on eBay. Regular price. Regular sale. So this is how I pack it up. Really nice. And I put it in an envelope. Again, look how I'm packing it up. Look how I'm making my descriptions. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not spending a lot of time. I'm doing what I need to do. Never had negative feedback about my packing. Yeah, and this is what I do. And you would think, I'll tell you. So you would think eBay would never reach out to someone like me because I'm not professional looking. I mean, look at my storage system. Look at the way I pack stuff. I'm inappropriate talking much of the time. All that sort of stuff. But I'm going out there and I'm talking. I use a desktop and just select the template from the dropdown. Okay. I wonder if I can do it on my phone. What subject did you teach? I taught a few things. When I first started teaching, I was basically a dean. So I did all the discipline, bus duty, all that sort of thing. And then I did my dream job, which was teaching special ed students PE. So it's called adapted physical education. I went to school for it. So that's what I did. So special ed students, I taught them PE as the best job. It was awesome. Happy 4th. Happy 4th. Okay, next item, a pair of Coach shoes. I got these for $10. I think I'd made a video on these. Not Coach, Burberry. Burberry shoes, sold them for $100 on eBay. $100 on eBay. They're going out ground. Okay. So we're going to ship these out ground. Ship these in a, I'm going to wrap these. I'm going to put them in a big poly mailer. You're not adding 5 stickers, a thank you note, and a discount code. Another thank you note? No. Yeah, right? I don't do any of that. So I don't know if I'm supposed to. They said we're not supposed to let the cat out of the bag or whatever, or talk about it yet. But I mean, everything's booked and it's there, and I've already done a lot of the work. But eBay reached out and invited me to come to Open. So fly me out, have me stay and speak at in-person eBay Open. There's I don't know, maybe 20 to 30 of us that are going to be speaking at Open. I'm just saying that because I don't put out a ton of content. I do these lives, but look at the way I do stuff. You would think they would pick someone who's just super organized or it looks super organized and they pack things so great. I feel like I'm going out there the way they chose me because I'm real. This is what I do. You don't have to be crazy. I'm doing listing. I'm going to talk about the descriptions. I'm a quick lister, a power lister. That's just what I do. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm packing these shoes up like this, and these some packing paper, and then I'm going to put them in a bag, and then I'm going to put them in a poly mailer. I'll watch on live stream. You do great. Hey, appreciate you. That's a killer. To you, homie. Good PE teacher of the year. Yeah, I loved it. I loved this killer. A good PE teacher of the year. Yeah, I loved it. I loved that job. Again, with that job, it wasn't for I loved my students, and again, I don't talk. You guys know I don't I got this, I do that. I don't ever talk about that. I don't care. I don't care about accolades or anything like that. I don't have any of that. But I got district teacher of the year, and I was a finalist for state teacher of the year. And I literally, my lesson plans were blunt because I knew everything that I was going to do. And so I would go in with the kids. We would have such a good time. The kids loved it. We would be on task the entire time, got them working out, got them improving. It was great. And then you had people that would do the best lesson plans and were really smart, but when it came down to teaching, they sucked. So, yeah, I don't know. Just part what it is. Good morning, Terry. Took your advice, enjoyed Nifty, loved it. Huge game changer. Thank you. I know you haven't touched on this topic before. How do you avoid the Poshmark delisting issue? Sales have picked up since Nifty. Posh sent 3 emails this morning, warned me. Any tips? I got kicked off twice, Amy, from the Poshmark, and the same day I reached back out to them and said, hey, I shouldn't have been kicked off, and they reinstated my account. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. I'll show you what I set up on Nifty. So here are those shoes, by the way, guys. These are packed pretty nice in this bag, so they'll be safe. I'll show you what I have on Nifty so you can copy it. Nifty, I'm going to go to my dashboard. So over here on Poshmark, I'm going to look up update my settings. Not there. Nope. Where's that? Update settings. Right here. Relist unsold items. I turned my relist off on Poshmark. So my relist, where it delist and relist your items, I took that off. The most important thing over there is the sharing. So I still send out offers and I share. So I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, Nifty's the bomb. I'm glad you did it. Circe in Vegas? Yeah, buddy. Let's go. I love Vegas. Vegas is my place. And I asked him, I said, listen, like, what are my obligations? Because, you know, like, I got stuff to do. They're like, do your presentations, do some photo shoot events with us, and that's it. I'm like, great, because that's all, you know, I'll be there enjoying the fun, but, you know, I got a list from my phone. Any fireworks in Carmel today? What's up, Bree? I know there are, but we're not going to be here. We're going to leave here in a little bit. But glad to hear that, Amy, that you joined Nifty. It's great. Is there a setting on eBay not to share shipping discounts? To be honest, Andrew, I don't know. When they first came out with that, maybe 6 or 7 months ago, where you passed on your shipping discounts, I didn't join the program. I just didn't. You could opt in or opt out. I did not opt in. Do you sold prices include shipping? So whenever I talk about my prices, Buffington, it is the price I sold it for. So those shoes, I bought it for 10, sold for 100. Buyer pays shipping for everything I sell. Buyer pays shipping for everything I sell. So this next item, Polo Ralph Lauren. This was part of a buyout I did. Polo Ralph Lauren at 3XLT. This pattern is gingham check. I do put that in the title, gingham check. This sold for $27.99. No Nifty, no via promoted, nothing. Just sold regularly. So $27.99. I paid $6 a piece for all these shirts, and the buyer pays shipping on that. The buyer paid $7.15. I bet I paid about $5.90 is what I paid on that. Going to Matt. You see me looking down here. I'm just double checking, making sure it's going to the right person. Expectations meetup. Amy, you know I'll be there to meet up. Come on now. You know I'll be there. When is the event? I'd love to come and meet you, Wayne and Chris. It would be fun. Jay-licious. I don't know if Wayne or Chris are going, but it's in the middle of August. It's in the middle of August. I think the week of like the 11th-ish, something like that. I've got a kiddo with strep throat, so our fireworks will be at our neighbor. Oh, Bree, you can watch the fireworks on TV. Honestly, fireworks are fireworks in my opinion these days. My kids, we go watch fireworks. They watch it for about 1 second, and then they play doing something else. One of these Polo Ralph Lauren shirts that are new with tags. I bought these for $10 a piece. I put them new without tags because they have the cut right there. That's what Polo does when they donate their items. It sold for $29.99. No Nifty, no via promoted listing. All right, how about that? Awesome eBay noticed you. That is something to be proud of. Yeah, I mean it's cool, but like I mean it's I just go with the flow. Like I've always said, and my mom's always said this. My mom's always said, like, it's just, and my wife too, like, it's just an expectation. We tell with our kids, you just do your best at whatever you're doing. It's just an expectation. So like if something good comes your way, great. But yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be fun. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren Polo Sport Vintage. I can tell you right now, in 2017, this would have sold for $50. 2017, these would have sold for $50. They don't sell for near that now. This sold for $16. This got replaced by big, oversized vintage T-shirts. We need to have an OG dinner in Vegas. I'm all about it. And I like eating good food, too, for the record. So I'll eat at some good places. Humble bread. Okay, Lulu, I got to tell you. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Do not care. I will brag, though, if I start losing some weight. I will brag about that. Okay, Lulu. So you always talk about your St. Vincent de Paul, where you live. In Cincinnati, they had tons of St. Vincent de Paul. So Indianapolis, Goodwill is everywhere. It's Goodwill, like just bleh, threw up all over Indy. Cincinnati, it's like half Goodwill, half St. Vincent de Paul. St. Vincent de Paul, the prices were better than Goodwill, but oh my gosh, it's like I mean, there is order to it, but it's so much stuff, and it's not as organized. The women's section was so big, it was like a warehouse at all of them. I don't know how you do it. Best thrift store in Indianapolis, about 2 hours away. All we have are Goodwills for the most part. What's up, girl? From Atlanta with your kid. We talked about kids' clothing. You wanna look at kids' clothing that sells well? Follow. We talked about kids' clothing, Bearded and I. It's just crazy how much kids' clothing goes for these days. Unbelievable. So much money. This is a Toyota Racing. Again, I sold one of these not too long ago. I live in Indianapolis, so we get a lot of racing stuff. Just a Toyota racing shirt, racing polo shirt. I knew it'd probably do well because people who drive Toyota car, like Toyota race, like Supras and off-road vehicles, they like the merch and go to car shows, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, all that sort of stuff. This sold for $19.99. I bought it for $5. I know it's just a random thing. How many bins? Are they good? I think we have 3 bins here, and people love the bins. It's just up to you. I think the bins here are like any other bins. You're just going to be fighting. Happy 4th, everybody. What's up, Rolling with Stones? Happy 4th. When you say no Nifty, what does that mean? So I can tell you if my sale is a Nifty sale or if it's a promoted Nifty of a promoted listing sale or a regular sale, depending on the price. This sold at $19.99. This did not sell via promoted. And if it's a Nifty sale, I know it because the price is not a 99 cents. It's an obscure price. Someone took a best offer. This next item is a pair of 511 tactical shorts. Paid $3.99 for these. They are like a stretchy kind. They sold for $17.99. And again, these sold El Natural. They put a Savers right next to our Goodwill. There you go. I did notice that also in Cincinnati. Goodwill is right next to the other stores. It's like, where do you want to go? Our St. Vincent de Paul are doing everything at $4 now. But it's all trash. So I stopped going. Yeah. It was honestly, Lulu, this is what was up with St. Vincent. Like, I was settling with okay items. I wasn't finding bangers there. I was settling with, I'm like, I got to buy something while I'm there. I'm like, these Polo Ralph Lauren's, these aren't that great. They're kind of dingy. I'm not going to buy them. I was settling. So I didn't have that much luck at those St. Vincent de Paul's. I had more luck at Goodwill. I'm having trouble with my Nifty posting my sales on Mercari. Are you having similar glitch? I haven't. I haven't. If I were you, if you have any trouble with Nifty, reach out to Nifty, other customer support. But I haven't had issues. 20 Goodwills. 20 Goodwills. Just sold 6 items on your show. Don't stop. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop at some point. Come on now. Gotta stop. But we'll keep getting through this. This is a Ike Bahar. Ike Bahar. Not a brand I normally pick up at all. I know we all see this brand, but this was 100% linen, and there were 2 of them just like each other right next to each other. 100% linen, white. It sold for $29.99 on eBay. Again, El Natural sale. El Natural sale. I will be in Jackson, Michigan. Any good thrifting out there? I don't know, Jackson. Maybe some other people will know. I don't know, Jackson. I haven't been to Michigan to thrift, so I don't know Michigan. I love going on thrift trips. I like seeing what it's like in other places. First time chatting, but been watching for a while. What's up, reseller? I found Dolce & Gabbana in South Ferragamo yesterday at Goodwill. Thoughts on selling these brands on eBay? Good place to sell them. What specifically were they? The ties, Ferragamo ties do well. The women's shoes don't do well. The men's shoes do okay. But yeah, sell them on eBay. Just get it. Hopefully have a good idea if they're authentic or not. You can usually tell pretty quickly, stitching and things like that. Here's an Allen Flusser, another brand that I don't normally pick up, but this one, the last one I picked up because it was linen and white. This one I picked up because the colors and the crazy pattern. Allen Flusser, shout out Trisha, on $21.99. This is a brand that I would never pick up. I said, this is a brand I don't pick up. And then Trisha would always message me and be like, look, I sell this brand, but it'd be shirts like this. Paisley, all over, crazy colors. So I started picking them up when I see them, and they do sell. $21.99 for that. $21.99, going to Mario. What type of store level would you choose as a starter on eBay? Whatever store makes the most sense for your business. I know that's very bland to say, but if you're paying insertion fees that are more than what a store would cost, you need to buy a store. And you need to buy the store that makes the most sense for your business. You don't need overkill. You can always upgrade or whatever your store to. So just like with Nifty, you don't need to overkill with Nifty. Just the lowest thing and then see if that's working. If you need to get more, get more. But remember, your store on eBay is a write-off at the end of the year. So I know you have to pay for it up front, but when you write that off against your profits that you made, including Nifty too. So you will be able to write that off. Are you listing to Nifty on eBay? Right now, eBay. And then I cross-list on Nifty. Hawaiian shirts are selling well now. Yes. That was what? The second one, kind of, if you call that one Hawaiian. I bought these such a long time ago. I just listed them. These are Todd's. Good shoe to be on the lookout for, but these are women's. Women's don't do near as well as men's. Women's Todd shoes. Todd's are known for this on the bottom. I'm pretty sure they're the first company to do the driving moccasins with that on the bottom. These Todd's sold for $29.99. And make sure they're going to Connie. They are going to Connie. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put those in a priority box. I paid $1 something more. It's less than $2 to ship it priority so I could use their box. Gladys, happy 4th. Happy 4th. Both dress shirts, Ferragamo dress shirt and Dolce & Gabbana. I think you'll be fine. I'd sell those on eBay if you want. Or if you're scared, cross-list them over to Poshmark and then delist them from eBay. Do I source up my Uptown Cheapskate? No, I don't. But when we were in last night, while we were waiting for my car to charge, or right before my car was charging, we went to a Plato's Closet to look because a lot of people go there and buy stuff, and they didn't have great stuff there. At the Plato's Closet in Cincinnati that I went to. It was like North Cincinnati. Stuff wasn't that great. But I know when they have their big sales, it's worth it. So I might check that out. But stuff wasn't that great at that one. I've been to Plato's Closet many times. I just don't have great luck. But that's probably a me thing. I'm not looking hard enough. Okay. Next item. Oh, I already packed it. This is a Lululemon. It's a Lululemon bag. It's a Lululemon bag, and it had Maker's Mark on it, the whiskey. And I still bought it. Sold it for $89.99 full asking price. These right here, these are those Dazzle shorts. Sold these for full asking price, $49.99. They are new with tags, like older stock new with tags. $49.99 for these Dazzle shorts. How do you come up with the prices for your items? I overthink my pricing stuff. See, Angel, I look at if I never sold them before, I look at other people's sold comps. You guys know that, obviously. But when it comes, I sell a lot of the same stuff. You see me talking about selling Polo Ralph Lauren shirts and all that. I just kind of know where to price it. But I do look at sold similar. I look at sold similar, and then I usually price towards the bottom of the market. A lot of people don't like that. They're like, you're racing to the bottom. You're hurting. I'm in this business for me. Sorry, guys. If I can get items cheaper than anyone else, I'm going to sell my items a little bit cheaper than everyone else. That's just the name of the game. That's called business. It can be cutthroat, right? Do you list every day? I try to do 70 to 120 a week. I can tell you right now, this last week has not been great. July is usually not great. Like we go out of town every weekend, pretty much. and it's just busy. July's busy. This is a new with tags David Donahue tie, another brand I don't normally pick up, but it was new with tags. Be on the lookout when you see ties. Right under here, a lot of times they put the tags, and sometimes it's hidden. New with tags, David Donahue tie, sold for $22.99, full listing price. Full listing price. I don't need that. How much is profit after fees deducted for those shoes? Those shoes, how much did I pay? I can tell you how much I paid because they were on the bottom, right? You can see I don't take it off the bottom. They were $9. Those shoes were $9. The thing next to it's the color. So $9 into $29.99, and buyer pays shipping minus, so $30 minus $9, let's say $21, and then minus the eBay's 13% fee. It didn't sell promoted. So that's how much I made. 13% off, $21. So I made probably like 17 bucks on those shoes. And on this tie, it was $1.99, and I sold it for $22.99. So I'm gonna make like probably $18, $17, $18 on that tie. This next item, I bought 2 of them at a garage sale last weekend for 20 bucks. They look just like the one I already packed it. It's an Orby. I watched J Ride Flips before, and I watched him plenty, but he said these are good sellers. So I saw these at a garage sale, and I picked 2 of them up for $20, and one of them sold for 50 bucks. So I already packed it up. It sold for 50 bucks. Next order is a Camelback. I already packed that too. A Camelback's a backpack with the little thing you sip water out of. Bought that for super cheap. Our bags are usually like $5.99. Sold that for $40. So sold a Lululemon bag, a Camelback bag, an Orby thing, some hard goods. And then my last eBay sale, which I had one of these, so this was a sell similar to. This is a linen Untuck It shirt, linen Untuck It with the stripes, $21.99. $21.99 linen Untuck It. Paid $5 for that. I will get your questions. Hold on. Morning, Momo. Happy 4th of July. Momo. All right, want to know something funny, Momo? Not funny, but I'll tell you. So I have a jet ski, and on the back of the jet ski, we have a duck, and inside of it, it says Momo. So my wife's aunt, they call her Aunt Momo, she would go to my family's lake cottage and feed the ducks off the pier all day long. She passed away. So my wife had a little duck mane. It says Momo in the middle, and we put it right on the jet ski because that's right next to where she fed the ducks. I know you guys didn't need to know that, but it reminded me. That's what happens when you have a squirrel brain. Just move on stores. The basic is monthly. The higher one are more for contract and penalty go back. Yeah, basic stores. Basic stores. $25 for Todd's driving moccasins. I need to be shopping your store. I paid $9 for those, but those are women's. Men's. If those were men's, they would probably sell for closer to $100. Do you work on holidays? David, right here, man. I'm working. It's the 4th of July. But is this really working? This is my working. Sales been steady, bro. They've been okay. They've been okay. Poshmark's been good. We're about to do Poshmark. 8 items. 8 items on Poshmark. First item is a pair of Under Armour shorts. Do you guys know the deal with these? They are the match play shorts. These sold for 30 bucks. No. They sold for 20. I put 30, but they definitely sold for 20. I paid $3.99 for these. Priority packing. Thank you, Momo. Oh, man. Lifesaver. That's why I have you guys in here. Everything I'm shipping right now is on Poshmark is going in priority. So if you're new to Poshmark, like Carrie at Home didn't do Poshmark, she's now new to it. Everything goes priority. So you can ship it in all these free envelopes and boxes you get from the post office. Yeah, those hard goods sales were on eBay. Sold 2 bags, that Orby thing. I don't know if I sold other things. But yeah, you guys know the deal. I just bought that crate amp the other day. If you saw that video, it's a $200 amp. I bought it for like 20 bucks. I will walk through my local thrift stores and find anything that's worth a profit. I sell mostly clothing, as you know, but I will buy. I consider myself an everything seller at the end of the day, even though I mostly sell men's clothing. This is the cutest thing ever. I wanted to keep it because I wanted to like display it, but I just wouldn't know how to do that. So I sold it. Polo Ralph Lauren little trucker vest 4T. So cute. It sold for $29. Gonna put this in a padded. So cute. Is there shipping today? No. They're closed. I'm just trying to get this out of the way. I was gone the past 2 days. If you're just now joining, I did a thrift trip to Dayton and Cincinnati, and I've been gone. So I want to get this stuff packed so I don't have a ton, be overwhelmed on Monday with packing. I'll just get this stuff packed and just leave it right here on the floor. Next item, this Gap vintage shirt. This vintage Gap shirt. This is a women's. This sold for $16. $16. I bought it because it's an old tag. I thought it'd be worth money. It's a crazy print. I just gambled. I threw it in the cart. Didn't lose money on it. Bought it for $5, but it sold for $16. So not the best sale. Where do I sell? eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. I list everything on eBay, and then I cross-list everything with Nifty. It's my cross-lister. What did you think of Ohio thrifting? I am going to do a video. I'm going to do a video of a full haul so you can see what sells. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, follow me there. I'm going to do it next week. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts. And I haven't even figured it out, how much I spent and if it was worth it or not. Honestly, though, it was fine. It was just fine. It was good. It was fine. I think Indy I like Chicago too. Indy is like a one-day thrift. Cincinnati and Dayton. You do Cincinnati in a day and Dayton kind of in a day, a little less in a day. Chicago is a 2-day. Chicago's a 2-day. What is the name of that bag from USPS? This is a Tyvek envelope. This is called a Tyvek envelope. Right there, you can see it. Tyvek envelope. You can order these on USPS.com. They get sent right to your house. These are shoe boxes, USPS shoe boxes. You can get these online and sent right to your house for free too. That's what I put, obviously, my shoes in and some other stuff. These are those Mephisto. I spent $10. You can see on the bottom. Again, eBay thought I'm such a good seller because I leave prices on the bottom. Look how good I am. No, I don't need to take that off. These people are buying it for cheap anyways. These sold for $23. I paid $10 for them. $23. I'm sure they're very excited to get those for $23. Put them in a little bag, then put them in this box. Let's see. Close until Monday. Yep. Lance and Michelle. Here we go. I haven't read this. Better Lister AI. See a thing. Wanted to tell you I signed up for Better Lister AI to compare with Nifty's. It's definitely lists faster to eBay and love that it does the price of the item. There you go, guys. So Better Lister AI, Lance says it definitely lists faster to eBay and love it does the price of the item. Something to think about. So add that, maybe add that to your program. I'm not against adding anything that's going to be making me more money. So something to think about. Do you think flat rate shoe boxes are better shipping price than ground? No, I think ground's probably cheaper, but the only reason I'm doing this is because it's on Poshmark and I can ship it in any priority box I want to. $23 after fees, you made $7. Yep, $7 on those. But they were so easy to list because I didn't have to clean them. You saw they were like brand new. So easy. And listen, when I was part-time, I would have probably bought those. But now that I'm full-time, I'm not too good for $8, $10, especially if it's super easy for me to list. Not too good for it. I could take photos of those and list it in probably 5 minutes. 5 minutes for $7 or $8 to $10. I'd do that all day. Do you wash shoes? I sold Nike Air Rift split toe yesterday. I don't know if I need to wash them before sending to eBay. I bought it for 25, sold for around 120. If people bought them off of your pictures already, don't wash them. They bought them off of your pictures. You don't want something to happen in the washer where Joseph, where something changes the look of them or wears it off a little bit. If you've already sold them, ship them. I'll wash the shoes I wash the most are running shoes. That's the shoes I wash the most. Everything adds up. That's right. Everything adds up. All these sales add up. And then, especially if it's like, I'm not going to sell something and make a $7 profit if it's going to take me a long time to list. Those are just so easy. I didn't have to clean them. I didn't have to do anything. Just shoot trees, take photos, and list them. Here's a Dry Joy by FootJoy long sleeve jacket. This sold for $22. Paid $5 for this. Sold for $22 on Poshmark. So I got to ship this in another Poshmark dealio. Poshmark dealio. Nifty does better on keywords, I think. Nifty does better on keywords, I think, though. Love that it cross-lists over to all the platforms, but I'm still have to research the item to figure out the price. 1 penny versus 50 pence a listing. Yeah. 1 penny versus 50 cents because they are 50 cents and it's 1 penny. Yeah. Better Lister AI is 50 cents a listing, and Nifty, I think, is like a penny. How long did it take to sell that Dry Joy? Not long. I would say a week and a half or 2 weeks. Week and a half or 2 weeks on that Dry Joy. It was right here. I didn't even have time to put it away in my bins. I take photos, I bring my stack in here, and then I put them in my bins. I didn't have time to put them away in my bins. Are there different sizes for Tyvek bags? No, it's just one size. One size fits all. It's this one. This is an Arc'teryx jacket. Arc'teryx jacket. And it has stains. I mean, like, look how bad it's. I mean, it's like got black stains and everything on it. I sold it for $130. And do you guys want it? I bought it for $5.99, I think. The rain jacket, $5.99, $130. So, yes, $7 sales, but also $130 sales. Can't be too good for those $7 sales. Can't be too good. This is going to go out in a flat rate envelope. Ever thrifted in California? San Diego is the mecca. I thrifted in LA, Boogie. I thrifted in LA, just 2 stores while I was there, and I got stuff. So yeah, this is the only place I thrifted in Cali. What's the best thrift store in Chicago? What we do, Kelsey, when we go to Chicago, we come up from the south side of Indiana, and we go to the outskirts of Chicago, west, and then go north. And then the next day, we come back central and east. And we just hit Goodwills. We just hit Goodwills while we're there. It takes 2 days for us to hit all the Goodwills. Most of the Goodwills. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. The lister I find to do very bad pricing. They're not allowed to scrap eBay sold, so they use selling numbers on other site pricing. Got you. Yeah, I don't know. The Lister AI, is that we're talking about Lister AI? If I read that right. Prices are accurate. Definitely worth saving the time loading on eBay. Got you. For some of the other app makers, another one I watch is Josh Galt. I'll just put that in the chat. People can read that. Okay, next item. Next items. BKE jeans. Favorite pair of jeans to thrift because they sell so quickly, especially in the fall and winter. BKE, some of them are Derek, some of them are Tyler. They're all different. This sold for $33 on Poshmark. I buy jeans for $7.99. They're going in a padded flat rate. Padded flat rate. Hey, Momo, thanks for the gift. Nice sale. Yeah, that Arc'teryx was a nice sale. That's called a home run in my book. Anything you can sell for over $100 that you get at thrift store prices, home run. In my opinion. Okay. Next item is a William Murray. I bought these online arbitrage William Murray shirt. This sold for $30. I bought them for $20. So that's not great profit, but I bought a ton of them and I just list one and they just sell. So it's really easy. This is a different type of selling model. This is more of like what retail stores do. I still made a better margin on it, but you know, making like a 30%, 40% margin on your money is good if you just have to make one listing and it can just continue to sell. What did I sell on Depop? Oh, I sold a pair of boots on Depop. I already packed them. I sold a big pair of boots on Depop and I sold them for $27. I think I got them for free too. They weren't that great. Is there a way to suspend listings when you go on vacation? I believe to get 6 days on ship. Yeah. So I will show you real quick. Okay. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see under videos, you'll see right here, make money on vacation. I show you how to do it. How to make money on vacation. So there's one. You can see the videos I do are like how to make money and stuff like that. They don't do that well, but yeah, there it is. How to make money on vacation. And that one's like, is it worth it? How to look up comps. Hey, Sirs, what's up, Abby? Do you ever sell hard goods or only clothing? Yeah, so if you want to rewatch this live, it's on YouTube and Facebook. But I talked about, I sold one of these. This over the last couple of days, I sold a couple of backpacks. I have a golf bag that I've listed. I just listed on eBay Marketplace or Facebook Marketplace, local pickup. I do as many hard goods as I feel I can. If I see it and it's worth money and I can sell it and it's not a pain in the ass, I do it. Happy 4th. The Arlo router you sold, did you have to reset it? I didn't reset it. I just sold it as is. Been finding a lot of perfect jean in New York City. Have I found much? I haven't found many for a while. You're correct. I tend to keep my ego out of sales. I put my store on sale 40% and still getting people offering less money. I'm grateful for the offers. Yeah. It's just honestly with this business, people overthink it. Just gotta go. It's just a marathon. Go get good items, list those items, send out offers, cross list, and just keep going. As long as you know you got those good items and you price them accordingly, they'll sell. And if they don't sell, run a sale and get them out of there and just keep going and going and going. I never look at watchers or anything like that. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. If you slow yourself down, and it will bring you down to the dumps, and you'll look at your sales that you're not getting, and you'll start looking at the negative things. You don't want to go down that road. I have a couple of high-end value items. Do you think WorthPoint or an auction house? Angel, it just depends what it is. I've sold thousands of antiques on eBay. It just depends. I've sold through Sotheby's before, but I've sold a ton through eBay. So it just depends on what you have. Consistency is the name of the game. You got it, J Boogie. We'll highlight that one and call it a day. All right, guys, that's it. I'm probably not going to take any pictures since it's already 11:30. I'm going to pack and head out of town. So be safe for the 4th. You know, people like to do this and drive. So be safe and enjoy whoever you spend time with. And if you're going to do, if you're going to list and work, nothing wrong with that. People say, take time off, do your thing. Do what you want to do. If your goal this year is to make money and to boost your eBay store, know that when you're working today, most people are out partying or celebrating or whatever. You're the one working and putting in that extra time. There's something to be said about that. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.